Hello everybody, welcome to the Tube. A lot is going on. Here's our lineup. Documents reveal AT&T web centers were NSA's playground. The Guardian revealed Apple's really working on a driverless car. New smartphones and services fail to impress Samsung investors. Look out, YouTube and Facebook, the telecom giant is behind you. And humanity meets its demise in Cambridge University experiment. Let's do this show. You knew it was coming, our monthly time with the NSA. And on today's segment, newly disclosed documents reveal that the NSA has been helped by AT&T for decades in spying on huge quantities of internet traffic. The astonishing relationship between the National Security Agency and the telecom company goes far beyond any sort of arrangement or cooperation that came from other firms. Evidence published by the New York Times shows that the NSA had agreements in place with AT&T and Verizon, but the partnership with AT&T proved practically lucrative. The telecom giant added surveillance equipment to at least 17 of its web centers, used as a testing ground for new spying technologies and techniques. Here's AT&T talking about data security and how important it is. Nice spying, everyone.
Have you ever logged into your network using only the power of your mind? Protected the information that matters most by hiding it in plain sight? Or used a threat detection system so intelligent that scrubbing your network takes on a whole new meaning? You will. And the company that will bring it to you? AT&T.
Apple has been denying reports of their attempts at building a driverless car for quite some time now. Today, we can finally say to Apple, you lied to us. You lied. A new report released on The Guardian suggests Apple is already in the works to secure a test site for its rumored automobile near San Francisco. In May, Apple executives reportedly met with officials from the Gomentum station, a massive former naval base close to San Francisco that is currently being turned into a testing place for autonomous cars, now on your screen. Gomentum Station is a major testing ground for connected and autonomous vehicles. It's full of highways, overpasses, empty roads, tunnels, and train crossings. And companies like Acura, Mercedes-Benz, and Honda already test their own self-driving cars right there. So when will we be able to go into the Apple Store and come out with an iCar? With me in the studio to answer this and other questions is our own driverless man, Yaron Tenbring. Good evening.
Hi.
Hi. So why is this proof that Apple is working on a driverless car?
It's basically a journalistic guesswork. Apple, we know for a fact, has been recruiting people from the car tech field in the last half a year in big numbers, important people, smart people. We know that it's working on something called Project Titan, which is car related. And now they go to this very expensive playground for smart cars, connected cars, and driverless cars. And if you add all these up, they're working on something big. Whether it's a car in itself, whether you'll be able somewhere in the next decade to go into an Apple store and buy something that looks like this, I'm not entirely sure.
So let's imagine that they are building a driverless car. Why would they? Only because Google is?
Of course, because Google is doing it, Apple wants to do it too. They're both doing it for the same reason. The reason is that the car is massively becoming a platform for being connected. You know, it's basically a computer on wheels. So both companies, of course, want to be the force that powers these computers, these automated cars, basically.
And what can Apple add to this already very developed field?
Yeah, you know, Apple is a bit behind Google on research in this field, but I think Apple, you know, brings great consumer power. The design and the user experience is quite what they always aim for. And if they can build, you know, a hip car the same way they build a hip smartphone or a hip tablet, then they have the same edge, basically.
Well, maybe I'm a bit old-fashioned, but I would let, you know, a car manufacturer do my car and not a technology company. Am I right?
I think technology companies are with you on that one. I think most of them, both giants, are basically aiming to control the car. They don't care who makes the car, and I'm not entirely sure that they will actually go into car making. They don't care about that. They want to be the car's brain, and then, you know, the brains can go in a Volvo or in a Mercedes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to Apple and Google.
Okay, you know, we here on the tube we talk a lot about cars. They're getting lots of attention recently. All of a sudden, why is that? Why now?
Basically, the car, as I said, is becoming a hub for internet activity, for producing personal data. Tech world wants to be there because it's the new frontier. It's a very lucrative frontier. We spend a lot of time in our cars, time which these companies can really use. They have us at home. They have us at work. The car is somewhere where they don't have us yet, and they want us. They want to, you know, they want to know what we're doing there as well. They want to help us find a way. They want to do a lot of things, and mainly they want to collect data on us while doing them.
And I know you're not an expert witness, but when do we imagine that all the roads will be only driverless cars?
I think it's inevitable. You're seeing all these huge car manufacturers working on it and computing in the amount of lives that it will save. But I would guess not within the next decade. I mean, not before the middle of the 20s, because it takes a lot of time to design cars. It takes a lot of time to go through the regulations. I believe it will take quite a while. Quite a
decade.
While.
Okay.
Yeah.
38.
Before it's a consumer
old.
thing, at least. Maybe, you know, automated trucks and stuff like that, but not cars.
I get it. Thank you very much, Yaron.
Thank you.
Samsung has unveiled the new Galaxy Note 5 and Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, catchy name, smartphones at the Galaxy Unpacked 2015 event in New York last Thursday. The company hopes to revive profit growth and regain sales from Apple and Chinese producers Xiaomi. For now, it didn't work out. Samsung slumped to a 10-month low in Seoul stock market, headed for its third straight annual decline. But worry not, Samsung have some other tricks up its sleeves besides new phones. Over the weekend, the company announced a set of services to go with them. One of the new services is a Periscope-like live video streaming service called Live Broadcast. The stream can go out to an individual, a group of contacts, or even the public through YouTube Live. Let's hope that's going to help them. Come on, Samsung, you can do it. Here's, well, a nice phone. Feel like there's not enough video on the web? Well, you're not alone. Comcast plans to introduce an online video service later this year, featuring content from popular online websites such as Vice Media and Vox Media. in which it recently invested through its NBC Universal subsidiary. The largest US cable company also has deals with the online comedy site The Onion and Awesomeness TV, the teen-focused channel owned by DreamWorks Animation. Comcast is still in talks with BuzzFeed and other digital publishers to feature their content on the new platform, which is temporarily called Watchable. Prepare for a fight, YouTube and Facebook. Video wars are coming. Who doesn't want to look cool while talking into a finger device to help manage the devices around you? Well, everybody, that's why there's a device to do that exactly. It's a ring, and it's called a ring. Really. The wearable tech device is a smart ring that gives users the ability to do everything from performing a Google search through voice command to controlling smart lights around you. Slowly but surely, more than a month after the team behind the product started an Indiegogo campaign, a ring became an internet joke. It probably didn't help that the video promoting the product looked like a parody on crowdfunding videos. Check it.
Hey baby, do you know that I can control the lights from my phone?
Oh really? You can?
Yeah, it's very cool. Let me show you.
Turn on the light.
Hey, hold on. I can also change the light's color.
Blue. And it could also adjust brightness, right? Brighter.
Wow, Amy, you're so amazing.
Turn off the light.
That's okay. I can also play YouTube on the big screen from my mobile phone. Let me show you.
Link TV. Furious 7.
Unlike other jokes that went crowdfunding, a ring raised only $3,000 out of a $100,000 goal, so you won't see a ring in stores anytime soon. What a shame. Haha. Okay, robots, they're just like us. They drive, they serve beers, and now they have babies. In an astounding video recently released by scientists at Cambridge University, a mother robot is shown constructing her children out of mechanized blocks, then testing them to see which ones are most well suited for survival. Then, in an epic show of favoritism, Mama Robot takes evolution into her hands, deconstructing the least successful baby bots and rebuilding them based on the most successful ones. In this way, researchers say, robots are applying an almost Darwinian sense of natural selection and evolution, whereupon the best survive and have their characteristics passed on. We are so doomed, so doomed. It's August, which means that in 1 month we'll have a new iPhone. It's also time for some iPhone parody videos about the next iPhone, which promises to be very big. How big? This big.
When you look at the evolution of the smartphone, you will notice that all these devices are constantly getting better in every way. More useful, more powerful, and physically larger. We decided to skip 10 steps in that evolution, and we made the absolute best smartphone that you could possibly imagine. And here it is, the FB607! Ah! Behold, the future is upon us, and now is the time when we must... Oh, sorry, really heavy, hurts the leg. Let's take a look at some of the specs. At 2.5 feet by 3 feet and 112 pounds, it literally dwarfs the competition and destroys it. The frame is a virtually indestructible
And now for our ongoing segments, people who love their jobs. This time, a French flight attendant that is surely going to get some viral fame over his safety instruction show.
Procédure de sécurité suivante. Dans la pochette du siège devant vous, vous trouverez une carte des mesures de sécurité. Veuillez en suivre avec nous les points importants. Pour attacher votre ceinture de sécurité, insérez la languette de métal dans la boucle. Tirez sur la courroie pour l'ajuster sur vos hanches. Pour détacher votre ceinture, il suffit de soulever la boucle. Votre ceinture de sécurité doit être attachée en tout temps lorsque le voyant lumineux est allumé. Il y a un bouton sortie d'urgence sur cet appareil. Il y a 4 niveaux de sortie situés au milieu de la cabine au-dessus des ailes. 2 portes de sortie à l'avant et 2 portes à l'arrière de la cabine. Ces sorties d'urgence sont clairement indiquées. Prenez le temps de repérer la sortie la plus proche de votre place, ainsi que l'emplacement des autres sorties de secours. Cet appareil est équipé d'un éclairage au sol.
Yes, that's the way to do it. Thank you, Mr. Flight Attendant. And that's it. Show's over. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new show of the Tube, i24news.tv. That's our website. Goodbye.